Hey everybody, it's Shelly. Happy Wednesday. Today I am going to talk about responding and reacting to things. So he's really great. The way he explains things is really no nonsense. I really appreciate him. So how he how he put it was we are in a constant state of hypnosis. We all are. Like from the ages of 0 to around 7 or 8 years of age, we're in a very hypnotic state. We're in this beta state where we are just like sponges soaking everything in. So our subconscious is our hypnotic. Hi, Valerie. Um, so our subconscious mind is our hypnotic mind. It's constantly taking in everything. Like I've heard stories about how people went missing and someone was like, oh yeah, I drove by those hitchhikers. Like this is a true story. A friend back in my hometown, she had been out on like a Sunday drive with her husband and they had driven by these hitchhikers, this couple. Well, like she found out a few days later that they had been found dead and she was like, oh my god, I saw those guys. So she went ahead and called the police or whatever and was like, look, I actually saw those guys. I didn't see anybody pick them up, but when we were on that road just out for a drive, we saw them. So they brought her in and they hypnotized her and she was able to like there was another car in the area or something pulled over and she would, because she just glanced at the license plate, she was able to give them the plate number because her subconscious mind knew it, but she hadn't consciously, remembered it. And they actually caught the people that had done the crime. So that's how powerful your subconscious mind is. It's constantly taking things in. And so we're all programmed to react and respond to things. So you think about like reacting is like you get a flat tire and you're like, oh man, I knew this was going to happen. Now I'm going to be late to work. Everything sucks. I don't know. But reacting can also be like, oh, I can't wait to go to my birthday party, or I can't wait to like get to work because we're going to work on this special project. And then responding is like getting that flat tire and going, up, yep, I knew that I needed a new tire and here it is. Okay, well, we're just going to deal with this the best way we can. And then you have a better experience. And responding to the birthday party is, if you're reacting in a positive way, there's no like opposite response to me. Like if your reaction, and I call that reaction because it's like your knee-jerk reaction, like what do you like, you hear you're going to go out to dinner with a bunch of friends, and instead of going, oh, but that one friend is, no, you're just like, I'm so excited, even if that one friend is being negative, all these other people are going to be there. It's going to be so great. Like that's a good reaction. And it's a response because if you used to put that into that perspective, like, so and so is going to be there, it's going to be a big drag, and you've switched that to, I don't even care who's there because I'm looking so forward to seeing these other people, that's a response. So you train yourself to respond better. And so what you do to do that, like his thing was he wanted to make a difference of positivity in people's life, have a better spiritual life, and make millions doing it. And that's what he's doing now. And it happened, like he has a couple videos where he talks about it, but like basically him and his girlfriend, that's now his wife and the mother of his child, were on a hike, and he kind of meditated before the hike and just said, I want one of my videos to go viral. I just want that so bad. I just believe it's going to happen. They went up in the woods. It was actually here in, I believe it was Mount Hood in the area here I'm in the Portland, Oregon area. And he came down from the mountain because he didn't have service for a couple days, and he checked his phone, and lo and behold, one of his videos went viral, and he was like getting all this kickback from his website, and it was just like the beginning. Like, so that's how quick it can work, but you have to have that belief, and you have to reprogram, because when you start reprogramming, you're putting out new energy to the world. Our subconscious is constantly observing, but it's constantly connected to source, and we're all connected to source. So when you're like, oh, I hope that video goes viral, and I have faith that it's going to. I'm so happy and joyful now that that video's gone viral, or what, you know, whatever it is. And then you put that out there, and then you don't figure out how it's going to happen or which video it's going to be yourself. He went on this beautiful hike with his girlfriend at the time. They had a blast. They met great people up on the mountain and camped out and just had an amazing time. Came back down from the mountain, and there it was. And it's because his subconscious was putting that out there in this positive, wonderful, faith-driven way. And then all these other people on a subconscious level got attracted to that video. And that's how it happens. That's how it happens. It's you start to change the physical makeup of your brain when you change habits to go from this reactive negative state to this positive responsive state. So it can happen, and you can do it by just doing little bouts of meditation, affirmations, visualization, like whatever works for you. There are so many different methods to work the law of attraction to your advantage. And everybody, you know, they'll see, oh, well, that worked for that person, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, that person might have used a vision board, but you really work better writing things down and closing your eyes and imagining walking through your dream house or whatever. Well, if you do a dream board, but you're better at writing things down, that dream board is just going to become a chore, and you're just going to be like, oh yeah, I got to go look at my stupid dream board. Well, that's no way to, that's not a law of attraction. That's a pain in the butt. Like, you have to find something that you look forward to. If you love doing handwriting, if you love putting pictures together, if you love making like a graphic design PowerPoint thing for yourself on the computer, it all works. It all works for different people. However you are happiest learning new information and bringing in these dreams and goals, then that's how you have to do it. Because yeah, sometimes it's going to be like, oh yeah, shoot, I got to go meditate for 5 minutes, or you know, you have to change your schedule up. So in the morning and in the evening or whatever, you're doing your little routine, your little ritual. But you get to the point where you don't need that anymore. Or if you do, you're like, oh, for a couple days, I'm going to meditate in the morning. For me, it's reading. If I read every morning and read something inspirational, not just read like a fiction book, but read like a self-help or positive affirmation, stuff like that. I love handwriting. When I was in high school, that's how I remembered tests and stuff, as I was write everything out. I had one of my best friends, my senior year, had a photographic memory. So I would spend literally like an hour and a half, 2 hours studying for a test, and she would just remember it because we learned it in class and she remembered everything. And it used to be so frustrating because it was like, but that's how, so she's more of a visual learner and, you know, figuring it out when she hears it and sees it. So that works for her. But for me, I need to write it down. I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I have a Bumblebee Camaro. I, Shelly, am so happy and grateful now that I have a job that gives me tons of time freedom. Like, those things are reality now. So that's how you do it. You have to like find these methods that work to re-hypnotize your mind into having new responses and reactions to things that are better. Because in every moment, how you respond or react to something determines your life. If you are the grumpy, you know, oh yeah, don't worry about it, he's going to say a bunch of crap, that's how people know you, and that's what they expect from you. And your subconscious is you know, linked to their subconscious, and so they will create situations where you'll be grumpy in that situation subconsciously, because they know that that's what you thrive on and that's what you need. Like, that's how it happens. If you think of we all just have like this hairline wire that goes up to the sky, and there's, you know, it's all being held together up there by this source energy, and it just keeps pinging off of each other. Like, that's what we are. And then we have this source energy that we're connected to. I would rather be connected to that source energy with that little line with all this positive stuff going back and forth and pinging off of positive people and positive situations than to be pissed off and grumpy and irritated all the time. So if you want to change that, you can, just by starting to respond instead of react. The next time you get a flat tire, think about what you need to learn there and how easy it might happen. Like, those are the things that you can do to start to change your mind and your habits. Okay, I'm gonna go because I left my dog outside and I need to go get him. I hope this video is helpful. Thanks for watching, Valerie. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you later. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell if you want to be notified when I am live. Have a great day. Bye.